decades, WAND News has teamed up with Dove Inc. to collect coats for kids in the community, and much like this one, it's a drive that is sponsored by the community.
That's right, but it all started with one woman, Barb Blakey. We're going to take a look at her involvement in the organization.
She was very dedicated to Dove and dedicated to serving the community.
Barb was always the very quiet support system here. She's kind of one of the backbones.
She was a person of strong faith.
No matter who you spoke with, everyone knew Barb Blakey.
Barb was a quiet person who had a passion for helping people.
Always working behind the scenes.
But never wanted any of the credit to be given to her.
She was the driving force behind our annual Coats for Kids drive.
You just never know. It's a program she started when she was first at Dove, and it was her baby.
She poured so much energy into it, more energy than I could have ever even thought about.
Dedicating hours to setting up barrels, picking up donations, dropping them off at the cleaners, and getting them to kids.
She would always say she couldn't do it alone, even though she was the driving force behind it.
It was so impressive because she was dedicated to making sure that children had what they needed and that no child went cold during the winter.
So this year, on each barrel in the top right-hand corner, you'll see her name.
Seeing her name is seeing that this was a person who understood that if no one else did it or no one else was willing to do it, I will.
The annual Coats for Kids drive is in memory of a woman many grew to love and everyone could always count on.
To see the legacy live on, I think she would be very proud.
Okay, and joining us now, Angie Williams from Dove Inc. And Angie, Coats for Kids, such a special one, but very special was it to Barb?
Very much so. It was her baby.
So this was the first drive without Barb, and how did it go without her guidance? She did so much for the Coats for Kids drive.
We really relied on the retired and senior volunteer program, volunteers who've been helping out for years. Gave us a lot of information on how things go. You guys have been wonderful in putting the pieces together with us, and Barb did leave some notes for us because she was, of course, retired before, but before she passed. So.
Well, Angie, I think we all want to know how it takes the community support and how many coats did we end up collecting for you guys?
We have collected 2,752, so it's about 100 more than last year.
Wow. So you always love to see those numbers go up every single year, especially as the need grows.
Yes.
And Angie, how would you speak to the community and just their generosity, even when we watch it today?
Yes, the community is amazing. People say a lot of bad things about Decatur, but you will not find a more generous community out there, I don't think. So
if people are still interested, can they still donate coats, and where can they do that?
Yeah, so we've been taking them to Northeast Community Fund, Salvation Army, New Life Pregnancy. The Decatur School District is still asking for some different size coats. Dove Children's Clothing Room, we're distributing them through the Christmas Care and Share program where all the toys are going. So any of those places should be able to assist.
Awesome. Angie, thank you so much for joining us and sharing this good news and obviously keeping Barb's memory alive that way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angie. Well, still